Welcome yogis, my name is Carly Pearl and today's practice is an all levels vinyasa class, and I will be adding in a mandala sequence, which means that we will be moving a full 360 degrees around our mat, so it should be a fun little practice for you today. If you would, please meet me standing at the top of your mat with your feet hips width distance. Toes will come in front of the heels, outer edges of the feet are parallel, inner arches of the feet are lifted. And just take a moment to find your foundation, to feel stable and grounded. And then move your awareness to your spine. We're looking for axial extension. There's a slight forward tilt of the pelvis and elongation through the spine as you draw up from the back of the head. Please bring your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly, and close your eyes. Start to breathe into your palms. Feel the movement of your belly, your rib cage, and your chest. Take some deeper, richer breaths. Today, I invite you to set the intention to appreciate yourself for where you are, for how far you've come, and for all that you have to look forward to. Your body will thank you when you let go of the need to be better, to be stronger, more flexible, more balanced. And when you can meet yourself where you are in the moment and still put in the work, you'll find that strength, balance, flexibility, and power will find you on their own naturally. Today on your mat, I encourage you to practice Santosha, which means being content and accepting of where you are, not only in your yoga practice, but also where you are in life. Despite the challenges and obstacles, may we see those difficulties as part of the process of growth. And this ties into the law of karma. When we can cultivate contentment to accept whatever happens, because there is something to be learned and gained from every experience. Today on your mat, let go of the need to be perfect, let go of expectations, of judgment, and competition. Enjoy the journey of where you are. Please take a slow, rich breath in through your nose, deepest breath you've taken all day. Part your lips as you audibly exhale it out. Release your arms and open your eyes. As you inhale, slowly lift your heels and sweep your arms overhead, balancing on the balls of the feet. Exhale, heels begin to lower as you drop your arms simultaneously. Matching the breath, inhale to slowly lift the heels and the arms. Exhale, gently drop the heels and lower the arms at the same time. One more round, inhale. Strengthening the calves, working on our balance, reach up through the fingertips. Exhale, slowly drop the heels and the arms. Inhale, just the arms, raise high. Exhale, give a little bend to the knees, open the arms, hinge at your hips, and fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen your spine, coming up halfway. Exhale, fold, step one foot way back, and then the other, plank pose. Feel grounded through your palms. Press back through your heels. Draw the belly in and up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, knees come down. Slowly bend your elbows. Hug them in towards the ribs as you come down to your belly. Feet can be hips width distance. Slide the hands back a couple inches and then come onto your fingertips just outside of your mat. Slightly rotate the fingers in towards one another so the elbows are over the wrists. Engage your quads, lift your kneecaps, and also engage your glutes. Press down through your pubic bone. Inhale, lift your chest and head, and look over your right shoulder. Exhale, gaze forward, lower your chest and head down. Inhale, peel up, slowly look left. Exhale, gaze forward as you come down. One more time, keeping those glutes strong. Inhale, rise, look right. Exhale, look forward to lower. Inhale, peel up, press into the fingertips, look left. Exhale, slowly come down. Plant the palms just outside of the ribs. Press yourself up to your hands and knees. Bring the knees out wide, connect the big toes, and sink the hips back to the heels. Stretch the arms forward into child's pose as you bring the belly between the thighs and the forehead towards the earth. Take some breaths into your back body, the back of your waistband, the back of your ribs, the back of your heart. And then let's add a little lateral bend. So lift the head slightly, walk both hands off the right edge of the mat. Get really heavy, especially through the left hip. And if you'd like, you can place your left hand on top of your right. Feel the opening from your left hip all the way up into your left armpit. Breathe into that space. And then let's take it over to the other side. Lift the head, walk the hands through center, off the left side of the mat. Get heavy through the right hip. Let the torso and head soften down. And if you'd like, you can place the right hand on top of the left. Breathing into the right side body. Lift the head, walk both hands through center, and begin to rise, hands and knees. Spread the fingers wide, curl the toes underneath you. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the sitting bones and the heart. Exhale, round the spine, press the earth away, and begin to lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Explore some free movements here as you warm up through the backs of the legs, through the shoulders and neck. Might feel good to bend into one knee at a time. Perhaps swaying the head right and left, up and down feels good. And whenever you're ready, begin to find stillness. See how much surface area you can take up with your hands and your feet by spreading the fingers and toes. And press especially down through the index and thumb finger pads. And that'll take a little bit of the pressure off of the wrists. Find space in the low back between your floating ribs and the tops of your hips by lifting your kidneys a little away from your thighs. See if you can develop your Ujjayi breath here by constricting the back of the throat. And drag the inhalation in through the nose and drag it out. Feeling the breath moving along the back of the throat. Let's begin our ascent forward. First, lift the heels, gaze forward, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. You can take a few steps or one big step forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, coming onto fingertips or hands, slide up the shins. squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward. Let the crown of the head reach towards the earth. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms wide, rise all the way up. Unite the palms above you. Exhale, hands draw together in front of the heart. Please bend your knees, sink the weight into your heels, extend both arms forward, chair pose. Inhale here. Exhale, sink the hips deeper and reach the arms back, interlace the fingers behind you. Draw the knuckles down, lift the sternum up. Inhale. Exhale, fold your belly to your thighs. Let the torso come forward. As you squeeze the palms, you might begin to lift the knuckles away from the low back. Feel the opening across the chest and the shoulders. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And slowly bring the thumbs to the low back. Release the fingertips all the way down and step your left foot to the back of your mat. Lower your left knee down and untuck your toes. Straighten the right leg for half splits. Walk the fingertips back underneath the shoulders and flex through the right ankle. You can stay here with the fingertips grounded, or for more of an added challenge and to balance, testing yourself, sweep the arms back into an airplane variation. If the arms are back, the palms are turned down, opening the top of the chest. 1 more full breath here. From here, left hand comes down. You can use a block if you have it. Right arm comes high into a twist. Feel the movement of your left femur bone back into your hip socket as you draw forward from the navel to the crown. 2 deep breaths. From here, right hand comes down, rebend the right knee, plant the palms, curl the left toes underneath you, lift the left knee up, and step the right foot back into plank pose. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, shift forward, set the knees down if you'd like as you bend your elbows and come down to your belly. Point the toes, connect the big toes, and inhale, lift up for baby cobra, Bhujangasana. Option to hover the hands, engaging the back body. Peel up a little higher, inhale. Exhale, lower down. You can press up through tabletop or plank pose, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, and a smooth breath out. Please step your left foot forward between your hands, lower the right knee down, untuck the toes, straighten the left leg for half splits. Left ankle is flexed and fingertips walk back under the shoulders. Please mirror what you did on the first side so you can stay with the hands grounded, or challenge your balance, sweep the arms back. As you reach the fingertips back behind you, draw the heart space forward. Gaze is just beneath the eyeballs. 1 more full breath. Adding the twist, right hand comes down under the right shoulder, left arm reaches high. Move the left femur bone back into the hip socket as you draw the navel to the crown forward. Let's take 1 more rich breath. Nice work. Left hand lowers, rebend the left knee, low lunge. Curl the back toes, step forward, halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Bend the knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Again, weight is in the heels and shin bones press back. Take a deep breath in. Sink the hips deeper, exhale. Again, fold, inhale. Feel the heat building in the glutes. Exhale, sink low. This time, inhale, begin to rise. Find a back bend. Elbows go wide. Prana mudra, open the chest. Exhale, come out of the back bend. Hands through heart to fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, step one foot back, then the other, right into downward facing dog. All right, time for the mandala sequence. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot closer to the right thumb. Spin the left heel down for warrior one. Rise up when you're ready, when you feel balanced. Adding a back bend, bend the elbows, open the chest. Full inhale. Bend into the right knee a little bit deeper, exhale. From here, hands come to the heart center. Shift forward over the right thigh. Unplug the left heel and begin to raise the left leg into warrior three. Hands can stay at heart center or sweep the arms wide or arms in line with the ears, your choice. Just 2 more breaths wherever you are. Lift the chest a little higher, reach back through the left heel, 1 more breath. From here, give a bend into your right knee, step the left foot back, star pose to face the long side of the mat. Turn the toes out, the heels in, inhale, big reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands to the thighs. Taking some shoulder dips here. Right shoulder head comes forward, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, square the chest, look forward. Exhale, dip the left shoulder head forward, look over the right. 1 more time, inhale, square the chest. Exhale, right shoulder head forward, looking over the left. Inhale, square the chest. Exhale, left shoulder head forward, gaze right. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, keep the knees bent, bend the elbows beside your waist, palms turn open. Inhale, star pose, straighten the arms and legs. Exhale, warrior two to the back of the mat. Turn the right toes in at a slight angle and bend into your left knee deeply. Flip the left palm, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, bend your left knee a little bit deeper. 1 more inhale, reaching up and back out of the right waist. Exhale, windmill the right hand down, reach the left arm high, low lunge twist. So you're on the ball of the right foot. Move this left hip crease towards the top of the mat. From here, roll to the pinky edge of the right foot. Toe heel the left foot a little further back. You can stay here in this modified side plank or step the left foot behind the right thigh. Lift the pelvis up and reach the left arm overhead into fallen star. Just kidding, this is wild thing. Let's take 1 more deep breath. Then slowly come out of whichever variation you're in, back to plank pose. Hold for an inhale. Your choice to move back to down dog or take a vinyasa flow, high to low plank. Nice work. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Inhale, lift the right leg high, 3-legged down dog, still on the right leg. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, re-extend the right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right tricep. Shift the shoulders over the wrists. 1 more, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, step the right foot all the way through. From here, bring the right fingertips inside of the right foot, and you're going to turn to the long side of the mat 1 more time into a wide-legged fold. Turn the toes slightly in, come onto the fingertips. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, fold. Let the torso hang between the legs, and you can walk the hands back between the feet. Bend the elbows like chaturanga, and bring the weight slightly forward towards the balls of the feet. Allow the heart rate to come down a bit. And then from here, come back onto the fingertips, walk the hands forward, inhale. On the exhale, turn the left toes out at a slight angle. You might need to go a little longer in your stance for Skandasana. Bend into your left knee, flex the right ankle, and lift up through the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, that pelvic floor lock. Think of squeezing the inner thighs, lifting the very bottom of the pelvis. Fingertips can stay grounded for more support, or you can bring the left fingertips outside of the left toes and reach the right arm high. Let's take one more full breath here. Then lower right fingertips down, lift the hips a little higher, pivot and turn back to the top of the mat, low lunge. Inhale, step back to plank. Yogi's choice, take a vinyasa flow, high to low plank, or move back to downward facing dog. We will all meet there. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Audible exhale through the mouth. Inhale, right leg high, one more time. Exhale, step the right foot through between the hands. Left hand stays grounded, right arm reaches up into low lunge twist. From here, give a little bend into your left knee. Engage your core as you rise all the way up, keeping that open twist. Feel the rotation through the upper spine. Spin the right rib cage back. You might begin to look behind you towards the right thumb. Let's take another breath. From here, we stay in the open twist. Tip forward over the right thigh. Left fingertips come down in front of the right foot and slightly to the left. Lift the left leg up into your revolved half moon pose. Parivrtta Ardha Chandrasana. Remember to enjoy the journey of where you are. Recognize the growth you've already made in these postures. Acknowledge your strength and your discipline. And at the same time, stay open to what lies ahead. You've got this. One more breath. Right hand comes down. Keep the left leg up. Fold over the right leg, standing splits. Just as a transitioning pose, bend the left knee. Hug the inner left knee to the inner right knee. Root down through the right foot. Begin to rise up. Hands through heart center. One-legged Tadasana. Left knee comes up hip height. Left ankle is flexed. Just one more breath here. Then cross the left foot over the right foot. Inhale, sweep both arms high. Squeeze the inner thighs. Exhale, fold over your crossed legs. Then from here, slowly walk both hands over to the left. Lean the outer right hip to the right. And once more, breathe into the right side body, getting a deep lateral bend and also stretching the right IT band. Slowly walk the hands back through center. Step the right foot to the back of the mat, then the left foot, plank pose. Hold for an inhale. Take a vinyasa or shift back to downward facing dog. Let's take a breath here. Resetting. All right, we move 360 degrees using the right leg. Now let's balance it out with the left leg. Inhale, sweep the left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot closer to the left thumb. Spin the right heel down, rise up, warrior one. Inhale, lengthen the spine, lift the back of the ribs towards the sky. Exhale, prana mudra, bend the elbows, open the heart. Deep breath in, bringing the energy all the way up to the crown. Exhale, draw the energy down through the feet, grounding yourself. From here, hands come to the heart center. Inhale, shift forward over the left thigh, unplug the right heel. Exhale, take your time as you rise up, warrior three. Option to keep your hands at your heart, open your arms out wide, or extend the arms forward in front of you. Just 2 more breaths. Carefully, with as much grace as possible, bend the left knee, step the right foot back, star pose, long side of the mat. Toes out, heels in. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, goddess pose. Bend the knees and elbows. This time we'll work the inner thighs a little bit more. Lift the right heel up. Let's do 5 little pulses. 5, 4, go slow. 3, 2, 1, hold. And switch. Right heel down, left heel up. We pulse for 5. Go slow. 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, hold. Left heel down, both heels up. You've got it. Just 3 little pulses. 2, 1, hold it. Heels down, star pose, big reach, inhale. Warrior 2 to the back of the mat, exhale. Take a moment, check in with your stance, gazing over the right fingertips. Let's reverse it, flip the right palm, reach up and back, big breath in. Find a little more depth into the right knee as you breathe out. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, windmill the left hand down, right arm high, low lunge twist. Move the right hip crease to the top of the mat. From here, start to toe heel the right foot further back behind you. Roll to the pinky edge of the left foot. You can stay in this modified side plank or take your wild thing. Step the right foot behind the left thigh, lift the pelvis and the heart space up, and sweep the right arm overhead. Just 2 more breaths wherever you are. Remember to meet yourself where you are. Practice Santosha. Slowly coming back to plank pose. Hold for an inhale. Chaturanga or back to down dog as you exhale. Deep breath in. Let's do an audible exhale, releasing some heat. Beautiful. 1 more like that. Inhale. Let it go through the mouth. Exhale. Good. Inhale, raise the left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, re-extend the left leg up and back. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left tricep. Inhale, 3-legged. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Inhale, 1 more time, 3-legged. Exhale, left foot comes all the way through. Bring the left hand in front of, to the inside of the left foot, and then pivot to the long side of the mat into your wide-legged fold. This time we're going to stretch the inner thighs. So parallel the outer edges of the feet, bend into the right knee, and walk both hands over to the right. Stack the shoulders over the wrists and bend into your right knee. Press into the pinky edge of your left foot and keep lifting up from the inner thighs. You should feel a deep stretch into the inner left thigh all the way up to the groin. Then slowly begin to straighten the right leg, walk both hands over to the left and bend into your left knee. Stay grounded through the pinky edge side of the right foot. Keep extending the spine, reaching the heart forward. Then slowly walk the hands through center. Turn the right toes out at an angle back to Skandasana towards the top of the mat. Bend into the right knee, fingertips ground down. Stay here with the fingertips grounded or bring the right fingertips outside of the right toes and reach the left arm high. 3 breaths. Slowly bring the fingertips all the way down. Pivot and turn low lunge to the top of the mat. Sit back to plank pose, inhale. Again, yogi's choice, vinyasa flow or back to down dog. Awesome work. We've got 1 more little sequence to move through. Let's take a breath. Inhale. Let it all go. Exhale. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged. Exhale, step the left foot through between the hands. Right hand stays grounded. Left arm reaches high into a low lunge twist. Give a little bend into the right knee. Keep the core really strong. Stay in the open twist. Find your balance. High crescent twist. The pelvis stays square. Shine your hip headlights towards the top of the mat and feel the twist happening in the upper back. You might begin to move the gaze towards the left thumb. Then slowly bring the gaze forward. Shift the torso over the left thigh. Right fingertips come down in front of the left foot, slightly to the right as you raise the right leg up. Revolved half moon pose. Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana. The whole body reaches through all directions. Practice patience and self-love. Offer yourself some words of encouragement. Recognize all the growth you've made. See your strength, see your beauty. Rejoice, you've got it. One more breath. So good. Left hand comes down. Keep the right leg up. Standing splits just for a moment. And then give a bend to the right knee. Inner right knee meets inner left knee. A little bend into the left knee. Begin to come onto the fingertips. Take your time as you rise. Hands through heart center. One-legged Tadasana. Right ankle is flexed. The spine is lengthening. Heart opening. Here we take that little cross. The right foot comes over to cross the left. Squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, sweep both arms high. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. This time, both hands walk over to the right as you lean the hips to the left. Opening the left side body and also stretching the left IT band. Please walk both hands through center. Step the left foot back and then the right foot to meet it. Guess what? Our last vinyasa. I encourage you to take it. Inhale, shift forward, tippy toes. Exhale, chaturanga, bend the elbows, hug them in. Point the toes, straighten the arms, sway the spine forward. Inhale. Exhale, begin to lift the hips, coming back to downward facing dog. Whew. You did it. Deep breath in. Exhale audibly. Child's pose. Big toes kiss, knees open wide. Let the belly come between the thighs. Just let your whole body relax. Allow the internal rhythms to slow. Slowly rise up to your hands and knees. Walk the hands in towards the knees and make sure the shin bones are straight back behind the knees. And you're going to rise up into a kneeling gesture for camel pose. So the knees, we want hips width distance. If you're not quite sure, you can measure with 2 fists and you can bring them between the inner knees, and that's about the distance you want. Hands come to the low back for support. Press the palms down and towards the glutes and hug the elbows in. Inhale, lift the front of the spine, draw the back rib cage upward. Exhale, press the hips forward. Keep that action of lifting the heart space. And allow the head to drop back slowly. You can stay right here, or you can lower one hand to one heel at a time. And you can also curl the toes underneath you to lift the hips up a little, the heels up a little bit higher to find an easier connection. One more breath. Same way we came in, we come out, one hand to one hip. Slowly rise, head lifting last. Bring the big toes to connect. Sit the hips back and rest the palms on the thighs. Your choice, palms down or palms open. Close your eyes. And just become the observer and the witness to any sensations, any emotions, and any thoughts. Practicing Santosha for whatever surfaces. May we find contentment and acceptance for the way things are, exactly as they are. And let's take one more round of camel pose. Since we're nice and open, let's take advantage of it. This is a big back bend to do, so if you ever do it on your own, make sure that you're nice and warmed up along the spine and in the hips. Rise up to the shins once more. And for the second round, let's open the knees a little bit wider, and the feet can come in a little bit closer. Hands come to the low back once more. Draw the energy upward, hug the elbows in, lift the heart, inhale. Exhale, press the hips forward, slowly begin to drop the head back. Again, you can stay with the hands on the hips, that's totally fine. If you feel open and ready, then you can lower one hand to one heel at a time. It's also a really big throat opener, opening the Vishuddha chakra, the throat chakra. 3 breaths. Slowly bring one hand to one hip, the other hand to the other hip, begin to rise. And again, slowly sit back to the heels, just pausing in a neutral position before we move on to any other shapes. Please open the eyes, bring the hips off to one side, extend the legs forward in front of you, and we're going to come into fire log pose. So the right shin will come forward, parallel to the top edge of the mat. Left shin will come to stack over the right. Now if your left knee is up really high, no need to push it or force it down. You can stay just as you are with the knee a little bit elevated, or if it's too intense, just bring that left foot forward and you can come into Sukhasana, or even bringing that foot a little bit further past the shin. So make sure both sit bones are grounded evenly. Sit up tall, and you're welcome to stay seated upright or tilt the pelvis forward. You might begin to walk the hands forward. Make sure that both feet are flexed. That's protecting the knees. And you can stay, again, in any degree with the torso. Maybe at a slight angle. If you have the flexibility, you can come down to the forearms. But remember to let go of the need to push yourself further, to be more flexible. Can you instead just find the beauty and the acceptance for where you are in your body and in this practice in this very moment? You are right where you're meant to be. And this is not only in yoga, but in life. Can we trust in the order of the universe? And that there is purpose and meaning behind every experience. Slowly walk the hands in towards the shins. Uncross the left foot and plant both feet in front of you, outer hips within distance, fingertips behind you, ankles flex, windshield wiper the knees right and left just to release the hips. And we'll take it into the other side. So left shin comes forward parallel to the top edge of the mat. Right shin either stacks over the left, or you're stepping the right foot forward into Sukhasana, or bringing that foot even more forward of the shin. So we want the ankle over the knee if you are taking traditional fire log, and the knee over the ankle. Both ankles are flexed, spine lengthens. Stay upright, especially if this knee is really high. You're just opening up this right hip and outer thigh today. Stay here. If you're feeling good and open in the hips, you might begin to hinge forward, perhaps staying there, or bringing the hands in front of you and walking them forward any amount without pushing or forcing the shape. I welcome you to close your eyes if you haven't already. Observe your inner landscape, this beautiful, rich inner world. Deepen your bond to this very sacred space. Slowly walk the hands back towards the shins. Then uncross the right foot, right shin. Plant both feet one more time, outer hips with distance. Ankles are flexed. And just release those hips. From here, knees draw up, scooch forward towards the top of the mat. Plant the feet, extend the arms forward. Take an inhale, lift the heart a little higher. And as you exhale, slowly pull the navel in, begin to recline one vertebra at a time. Go as slowly as you possibly can. Let the head touch down, arms rest beside you, knees hug into the chest, hands on the knees or the shins. Rock the knees a little side to side, massaging the low back. And then open the arms out wide into a goal pose. So elbows are bent, palms turn open. Cross the right thigh over the left. Scooch the hips a little bit to the right and lower the knees and the feet to the left in an eagle bind twist. Let go of effort here. Let your body surrender into this gentle twist. Pull the navel in and slowly draw the knees up. Uncross the right thigh, level the pelvis, and the left thigh will now wrap over the right, hip shift to the left, and both knees and shins lowered to the right. Surrender. And think about this act of surrendering in your life. It's a bit of a paradox that only when we're able to surrender our will to the will of a higher power or source, that we finally discover the fulfillment and happiness we were searching for outside of ourselves. So I invite you to stop searching outside of yourself. Recognize that your strength, your beauty, intelligence, and determination already exist within you. Tap into your inner power and trust that you have all that you need. really cool part about detaching ourselves from our expectations and desires, even though it's a very challenging process, is that we suffer less, we're more at peace, and we have a clear image of what our life's purpose is. Please hug your belly into your spine, slowly lift the legs up, uncross the left leg, find one final embrace, squeeze the knees in. If you'd like, you can bring the forehead to the knees, coming into a small ball. Thank you, body. Thank you, mind. Thank you, spirit. Slowly let go into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Open your feet at least as wide as your mat. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Slightly tuck the chin. Then soften from the edges of your being all the way into your very core, your very center. Relax your muscles, your ligaments, your tissues, your joints. Relax every cell of your body. Relax your personality, your identity, and your ego. At your very essence, you are conscious, loving awareness. May you rest in this beautiful state of awareness. Please take a slow, full breath in through your nose. Once you're full, retain your breath for just a moment. Sip in a little bit more. Open your mouth and exhale slowly. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Move your head right and left. Create an infinite shape with your physical body as you reach the arms overhead. Point the toes to the top of the mat. Take an expansive breath in and out. One knee comes in at a time. Roll to your right side in fetal pose. Taking a moment to pause in this symbolic shape of renewal, of reawakening. Keeping your eyes closed, please press yourself up into Sukhasana, easy feet. Sit up tall with the hands on the lap. May we close our practice and this time together with a unifying and harmonizing sound of Om. Feel this Om originate from the depths of your being, not from the throat, but from deep within. Let's take a breath first. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for Om. Please unite your hands at heart center and bow your head. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may my thoughts, words, and actions contribute to the happiness and freedom for all. Please lift your thumbs to your third eye center and tilt your head back as we honor the divinity that dwells within, that exists above, below, and all around us. We are each connected. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Don't forget to thank yourself for setting this time, carving this space to honor you and where you are, not only in this practice, but in life. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share any feedback, questions, or concerns you might have in the comment section below. Until the next time, take care of yourself. Bye, yogis.